Well, hello there, YouTubers. It is I, the Big D. It's Friday. Thank God. Weekend is here. Yay! Well, it will be here when I get done tonight at about 6. I'm also going to be doing the extra pickup in Lexington, Kentucky today, so a little extra coinage there. I did that twice this week and once the week before, and since we're paid every 2 weeks, that means, let's see, about $400 extra dollars. Yes, $390 to be exact. So, an extra $390 in a paycheck never hurts. I like the monies. Today's topic is going to be one that's very interesting because it was asked to me in a private message. And it kind of ties to a video I saw this morning. So I thought, why not? It's a great time to actually address it. What is an attempted pick that's in Courier? What is a dry run that can be in Courier too? It's mainly used in expediting in vans, but that term will be used in expediting or in courier driving. What is a dry run or an attempted pick? And what happens? Well, long story short, let's take courier driving. They had a pre-schedule. Pre-schedule is something that's done every day at that time, okay? Or every other day, or however they schedule it. It's a pre-schedule, which means they've scheduled it for you to do. Now, you may not do it every day, or you may, but it's something that's been scheduled, pre-scheduled. And I'll give you an example. And used to do one out in Claremont, Mercy, Henderson, Mercy, going to Mercy West, 1 and 2 o'clock. Every day, Monday through Friday. Here's how they paid. You're about 30 miles from that hospital. They paid $10 each. Yeah, $10 each. Now, I can only assume that we were getting screwed. I can't prove it because I've never seen any paperwork on it, but I doubt seriously that, they gave away a pickup that's 30 miles. You have to drive 30 miles to pick it up, and you're going to bill it at $20. That's nuts. So I figured that they just paid that because they figured they had drivers out there all the time. They could just bring it in with them. Well, what happens when you don't have that driver out there? You got to send someone 30 miles out to get it. And you drive all the way out there, 30 miles to pick up that pickup. They don't have anything. That's an attempted pick. You attempted to pick it up. Attempted pick. Now, how do you get paid? Yeah, or you could call it a dry run, same thing. Well, they paid, if it paid $10, you got half of it. $5. That's right, folks. $5, you went 30 miles. Gas was 3 something a gallon. You figure it up. And if you got 30 miles a gallon there and back, you spent $6 to make 5. Woo. But then you went over to Anderson, and if it was there, you got 10. So you made $15 to do 2 pickups, drive over 30 miles, and waste a couple hours of your time. Yeah. So that's when a attempted pick bites you in the butt because you only got half. Now, there's other times you'd get the full rate. You go pick something up, they didn't have it, full rate. So if it was a $25 job, you got paid $25. That one, you didn't. I don't know why. Maybe they give away your labor in the contract. Who knows? But, yeah, an attempted pick is when you go to try to pick something up and it's not, you don't get it. Attempted pick. Now, there's a driver named Mark. He has his own channel, and he was talking about it today. In courier driving, you may invest 10, 15 minutes at the site. Okay? That's it. 10, 15 minutes, you're on your way. As an expediter, gee. You drive 80 miles or 50 or 30 or 20, and it depends on your miles, how much you're going to get paid. Now, you're going to get paid more, but this guy drove in Minneapolis to go do a pickup. It's going to go from Minneapolis to Laredo. That's a good run. Well, like 1,800 miles, whatever it is. Probably going for about 95 cents a mile. Yes! Going to Laredo? Yes! Yeah, well, he gets there. They don't have anything. Call dispatch. They'll get back to you. An hour into it, they're still emailing back to the customer. And there is one going to Alabama that they have. So they tell him to pick up the one going to Alabama and take it to Laredo. So he puts it on and he's getting ready to pull out. And, oh, stop. Hold on. We're still checking. And another van pulls in from another company to get the one going to Alabama that's on his trucks. So, he's probably there for about 2-3 hours. They take it off. They dry run it. Depending on how far he drove to it, could take 50 or 100. He'd been there for one day. This is day 2. Day 3, he gets a load. Yes! And he goes, I can't think, he drives to go pick it up. And he gets over there. Yeah, they needed dock height. What? Ugh. And here's what happens. You see, you got these idiot brokers out there that look at the dimensions of the freight and say, well, that can fit in a van. Send a van. We can profit some money. Because the customer's paying for the straight truck or box truck, and they're paying their rates, and they're thinking, hey, I can get a Sprinter van in there and get that. Well, what they didn't realize is the reason they asked for that truck, because it's dock height. Oops. There's no way to load it. Up, dry run. Maybe another $1,500, whatever. And the driver sits there for a few hours while that's getting taken care of. Yeah. So, dry runs can... yeah. So an attempted pick is basically when you pull in to get something or a dry run and it's not going. It doesn't get picked up. They don't have it. They canceled it or something. Who knows what happened. For some reason, you aren't getting freight or the specimens or whatever it is. It's either an attempted pick or a dry run. How they're going to pay it, it pays several different ways. Now, the guy that was there, I want you to imagine this, because courier driving, it's 15 minutes of your day. You move on to the next job. You can just move on. Now, this has been 3 days he's been screwing around with these. And while you're screwing around with that, you're not bidding other loads. You're off the board. That load's on you. You're technically out of service. They're not going to bid anything on you until they've straightened it up. And if it takes 3 hours, it's 3 hours. It's just the way it goes. And you blow a day and you're on to the next. And anything that you might have gotten, well, you were sitting there on that one they can't figure out which way's up on, and that happens. It's happened to me. It's happened to about everybody I know in expediting that, and I've had back-to-back dry runs too, which is really frustrating, especially when you want to get moving. Now, I talked in my last video about getting into expediting, and this guy came out Monday, and our pay period ended on Thursday with Barrett. So Monday through Thursday, 4 days, one load, 800 miles. And he had his dry runs, of course, so I'm going to give him about $100 on both of them. So let's just take a look at his monies. Well, that $100 probably paid his gas over from Ohio to there, so and $800, $480. That's probably what he made for the week, $480. 60-40 split. He probably made about $480. The dry runs paid for his gas, and he sat there for 4 days. Just so you know, this my day today, I'm making over $500. 1 day. In 4 days, let's see, $1,700. In those 4 days that he sat, well, actually, about $1,900, because 2 extra jobs. So, yeah, I'm making $1,900. Let's take off 2 for gas. Let's take 2. $1,700 versus his, $480 or $450. Yeah. So, it can work for you, it can work against you. How does it work for you? Well, I go get this, I'm going to go get a load. It's, what I call a piece of crap. And I'm going somewhere I really don't want to go. They dry run it. I get a 50 or $100, and I get one within an hour or two behind it, going to a really good spot. Yes, sirree, that one worked out, because not only get the extra 50 to $100 just to make a drive in there and stand look stupid for an hour or two, I got a really good one. So I got out of the crap and got a good one. So dry runs can work in your favor, especially in expediting. In courier driving, like I said, a lot of times you're going to get paid full rate or half of it, because you only did half the work. You went out there. Now, when it's really a poorly paying job, $10, that $5 isn't going to cut it. If it wasn't for the other one going with it, can you imagine driving out to a really crappy area for $5, have to turn around and come back in? Waste a couple hours of your time. You made $5 and blew it all on gas. That happens, folks. So, in conclusion, dry run, attempted pick, same thing. You will never hear the word attempted pick used in expediting, but you will hear the word dry run, and dry run's also used in courier work. So it's kind of interchangeable. Just let you know what that means. It's Friday. I'm here waiting for my next pickup. I wonder if I can get a picture of this, where I'm at. Let's see. Get you out the window photo, and I'll show you what I'm picking. I'm going to show you what I'm picking up. I talk about the freight I haul, and I don't even need a van for this now. They changed the packaging. But let's see if I can turn this around. Well, I'll put it down here, see if I can get it this way. Yeah, there's 2. I'll probably get 5 or 6 here. And there they are. And just so you know how heavy these are. Yeah. About a pound. So I got 2, 4, 6, 7 of them so far. 7 of them so far. And I'll probably get 5 more at least. So I'll have 12 of those 1-pound boxes in my van to go back. And then I'll come back down and probably get 4 more, and maybe 5. And yeah, it's ridiculous. I get paid a lot for that, so I'm a happy camper. There's no wait, but why don't I drive the car? Well, I'm more comfortable in the van. Yeah, it doesn't get the greatest gas mileage, but the van's more comfortable. And if something came up while I was out here, hey, we got a crate that's 200 pounds in Louisville going up, say, Springfield, Ohio. You want it? Yeah, throw it in. I'll drive an extra hour. I mean, I'll make a few extra $100. I don't care. Can't do that in the car, but I can do it in this van. So that's why I drive the van. So, in conclusion, like the channel. Subscribe. Why haven't you subscribed? I'm waiting. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. Give me a thumb sideways. I don't care. Share the video. If you don't like the person you're sharing it with, I don't care. I'm just not proud. This is Big D saying, leave some comments. I will answer your comments. If there's a subject you want to touch on, let me know. I'll touch on it. I'm going to be doing a video on box trucks. Had a viewer ask about box trucks. I'm going to get into that. And so I will talk about box trucks, because I didn't cover that when I was going over couriering, hot-shotting, expediting. I left box trucks out. I'm gonna fill in that gap and go into box trucks. So until then, this is Big D saying, you all have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. Later.